Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Mind on the Rocks podcast. Today we have Ace Nalawal here, the founder of Nowork Labs. Hello Ace. So do you want to tell
Hello,
us a little
guys.
bit about yourself? Your history, how you got here?
Well, he messaged me if I wanted to do a podcast. I said yes. Before that, we met at certain college that I'm not a part of. Rather, right now I run a lab of sort. Um, we do experimental research, living inside the culture, um, within people. Uh, we see a differentiation in technological use and understanding between that there's this class who is all AI, who is like they know AI stuff, and they can use computer, they can use internet. Um, and then there's also a lot of people that between, we live between, uh, who don't know what a mouse button is, what a search bar is, what any of such, uh, you know, uh, the elements of interaction. They don't know the language of it. So when designers are designing something, all of the internet is built on these elements of language, right? They don't know this language, and therefore no designers have ever talked to them and made any tools for them. These are the same people. These are like maybe like 800 million people in India are such people who use internet maybe for YouTube or uh, online payment or shopping maybe. But they don't get the essence of the internet, which is really that you get infinite growth out of it. Because it's such a repository of human knowledge that and then shelf AI on top of it. It's even bigger, traceable repository of this shelf. And now you can get infinite growth, but people don't know that internet was made for it. By the way, I think I'm right. Maybe it's a hallucination, but one of the founders of the internet, one of the creators, that his aim was to create a spiritual network between people to information.
Is that what's your guiding principle right now to create a more spiritual network?
I won't call it that, but I would say that I have dreams, and those dreams are very expensive right now for me to make. So I'm working on smaller dreams. Um,
So, Ace, we obviously met in college. So you've had quite a different experience from me in terms of I mean, you were my senior, and then we
Podcast चल
met
रहा
a
है
lot.
मनु के साथ.
And that's also another one of our seniors, Divyam. He was in the design batch.
मेरे कान में आ रही है.
Divyam, do you want to come say hi? Put your face in the camera.
Zero. He cannot hear you. No, only
Oh,
him. I'll call him in a while.
yeah, okay. Uh, but again, getting back on topic, so we had a lot of conversations back in university, but your experience of university has been really different from mine. And so, do you want to maybe go about explaining how that was for you?
Uh, well, uh, I've done some illegal stuff in my university. Uh, Illegal, but um, uh, I don't think that was the cause of any of the happenings that happened. I would rather say that I just never felt that I, I belong here. Like I felt it at the starting. When I started this design course, I felt like everyone was a family. Everyone's a family. It's all just one big family, and we are moving to like a clan. We are moving towards this. Everyone wants to be better designer and design cool stuff, making cool things. Just creation. This started as creation, and later on, it dived down and it became about UX design, uh, and I've seen my friends who were so passionate about certain sections of design or art, and they completely abandoned it. And
COVID has a role to play in this because I think even one of my previous podcasts, I did state that COVID actually forced me to do more UI UX and like digital design because you couldn't go to the labs, you didn't have the opportunity to actually do physical design anymore. So, do you think COVID was that kind
no,
of
I don't think
factor?
so. I don't think so. I think the way design needed to be evolved. What is emerging right now um, is quite different. Like right now, I am planning. I want to hire designers, okay, but I don't want these designers that I know. I know them personally very well, and I know what kind of bullshit that they can do. I know their lies. So uh, uh, I I have been planning to create a course. I'm on my uh, I'm doing it. I've been planning to create a course, uh, like maybe a session for just 10 people in our college, and I want to recruit new designers. So I want to teach them what I want as you as a designer. What I feel design is. It's by the way, it's called I call it biology of design, where I relate. Uh, it's all about looking things from two perspectives, and it also gives a sense of dignity to in this world where there will be AI and artificial intelligence, and you will still be a human, right? You will still be here, and something will be getting more and more smarter and more intelligent, and but you will still be here, and then you lose your dignity in a sense. I feel dignity lies in observation. That's what biology of design uh, teaches in a way. It's not really a course, it's really a happening. And let's say
That's
that.
really interesting. Also, coming back to the company that you started, Nowork Labs. What was the inspiration behind it? What's behind the name? Because obviously the name is quite interesting in itself.
That's a very interesting question. I was running a design studio earlier with my friends. One of the those was your junior. You know him. And I was running the studio. Well, the studio was being run. I'm more of a observer in places where I work. So the studio was being run, and I wanted to. Life happened, and I had to um, take parts, leave it, and it was one of the conclusions that came up that I don't do any work. So one of my friend Divyam, he was living in Gurgaon. Um,
We
he
saw
told
Divyam
me,
just
let's
cameo.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He was living in Gurgaon, and he came up with this. He dreamt about this. He came up with this that if he creates a place called No Work, then then I will be more um, attracted to working in that place.
Psychology against you.
Yeah, but really, it had many other meanings after that. That we were trying to create this place where work is not happening, rather observations are happening and happenings are just flowing. And I feel, this is what the world will look like. Uh, when actions will be automated, and all the work can be automated. Most of it, most of human uh, power would be going towards observations.
Yeah, I think definitely that's a really interesting thing that you stated because with AI and with lots more jobs being automated, which I mean we've seen throughout the coming of history, with the steam engine and with electricity, a lot of jobs have been automated. But I think with AI, it's just this entire new revolution, and we'll also live in this time where where AI is being used by a lot of people, and and I think that's the beauty of LLM, that AI existed all this time before it, but LLMs just made it a mass accessible to everybody. And there is going to be a time where the majority of humankind will not have to work. And so I think that's where the Nowork Labs comes in. Like, what do you do at that point? Like, when most jobs are
Yeah,
automated,
it's just a
you
lab.
find
There's
your
no work to
passion.
do.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like, especially when it comes to work, if you do find what you're passionate about, it doesn't feel like work anymore.
Exactly. I think that's what we also feel working here, and it's quite wonderful. It's very, it feels like home. You know, there's always you discover as a human when you get birth in this world. You always keep discovering these new pleasures. First, you discover sugar, and later on you discover sex, or later on you discover warmth of a human. Later on, now, so this is one of those discoveries, which is discovering work, uh, which feels like home. You know, all those like sugar felt like home, sex felt like home, um, with the human warmth felt like home. It's similar to that.
Yeah, I
It's one
think
of
you
those
were
feelings.
kind of going to that psychology. I forgot whose psychology thing was that basically all humans are revolving around the fact of trying to find that sense of comfort that we had when we had in a child. So all our partners is our moms. That kind of, I forgot who he was, but everyone just used to make fun that he just wanted to fuck his mom
But there's a difference here.
just to try
Uh,
to create
I
an
I
environment.
ti I title myself as mother. Uh, so I'm not my title as in a founder. I'm a mother.
You're the mother of the company.
Yes, that's all.
So
I feel
where
I
is
feel
Divyam? Is he
nurturing
the father?
nurturing and I don't know. I cannot push this a analogy further than this point.
You call him. Oh, okay. So coming back to what
Let
we
me
were
check my
talking
biryani.
yeah. So
Yeah,
tiny
please, you can
biryani
continue.
people. It's still recording. I have to cut this part out, but okay. Hey guys, welcome
Hello.
back from that. Wait, am I recording? Yeah. Sorry. Oh fuck, how many times? Hey guys, welcome back from that really short break. We have another amazing guest here, Divyam Bansal, a friend of A's who also does a lot of AI. So Divyam, so we've already met in college, but do you want to introduce yourself for everyone else? Bro, there is no audio. There is no audio. A's तेरा भी audio नहीं है.
Yeah, मेरा भी नहीं.
Wait, अभी आ रहा है. Wait, what is wrong? I think it's just reverse.
Uh, I think whatever this.
No, it's not reverse side. It's definitely your headphones. Do you not have another pair? Do you not have another pair of headphones? Earphones?
Yes, we do, but they will be similarly quite less. I tell you that. It's routing the voice to the phone call speaker, not the main speaker.
What?
This is the app's problem. The
It's
app is routing the
microphone
voice.
problem. No, not speakers. You can
No,
hear me, right? Change the microphone input. No, change the mic. No, no, no. Change the microphone input to the phone. That's it. It'll be fixed. No, no, no. Just change the microphone. Go to settings. Wait, fuck. Why am
there
I
is no
still recording?
settings to this.
Hey guys, welcome back from that short break. And we have another guest
Very
joining us
constant.
today. Divyam is here. He is a friend of Ace and he also works with AI. So, Divyam, I've obviously talked to you and met you back at college. So, but for the rest of the people that doesn't know anything about you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Uh, I am a data scientist. I work with mostly with latest AI technology. My major task is to create solutions for other companies, other enterprises. I work at a service company as of now. It's EXL services. My day-to-day job includes working with AI, fixing often breaking realm of AI itself. Basically, a lot of work involves working with Gen AI, new types of ML models, the latest tech that is being built around it, the wrappers that are being built around it. So the whole life cycle of from AI to a tool that can be used by people. I work with that. Uh, yeah.
So, that's really great to know. But you didn't really start off as a computer engineer, right? As far as I
No, no.
remember.
Yes. Even when I joined, so I got placed in EXL directly from campus. In EXL, I was placed uh, uh, as an analyst initially, but when I joined EXL, I got support and help from people inside the company who let me explore a lot of things, including I did some internal design COEs. I worked with design teams to create multiple different types of dashboards, which very quickly became boring. And then I started seeing that I started getting into machine learning AI, which uh, which was fairly interesting, which gave me fairly much more freedom to build tools, create, and basically it was a new realm for me as well. It caught my attention, it caught my interest. So yeah,
So you would
for
say
past 3 years, yeah,
so you would say that you're more or less self-taught when it comes to AI?
yes, actually. Uh, But it's also, I also got lucky in the sense that I got industrial opportunity to implement my self-taught knowledge. I was doing that while working for a company,
Yeah.
so that gave me a support platform as well. Uh,
So
Basically,
now
self.
with all of this information that you've got, what are your plans with this? Do you plan on continuing on, or do you plan on starting your own venture, or are you joining in with Ace with his Nowork Labs?
Controversial questions, very controversial questions.
He wants to create content.
Well, you
I
don't have
don't
to
know.
touch on it if you don't want to.
No, no, I actually don't know what I want to do with life. I'm exploring a lot of things. At times, it corporate doesn't seem like that it does cut it for me. And um, I've been still struggling to understand uh, whether whether I should stay in corporate and should continue this because else will always take up my position. Uh, and maybe it's good for them, but I don't feel like I am fitting in here. So I'll figure out what to do. I am on, I don't necessarily want to code or do continue with AI also. I'm open to exploring, just
so what
that
is your passion, actually?
passion. Uh,
Yes. If you had
I
unlimited money,
don't,
what is the one thing that you would actually do?
what a stupid question. Because unlimited money,
If you didn't have to
would
think about
help
money,
me.
let's not talk
Hmm.
about unlimited money. Listen, if you
I
didn't
still
have to
don't have
worry
to.
about money, what
Funny,
would
but
you
I still don't
do?
have to. I still don't have to. Uh,
No, but what is your
I
passion?
earned more than I earn more than I can spend, and
But I remember you were into
I don't know
filmmaking
what
in
my passion.
college.
Huh?
So
No,
are you into
I am.
videos?
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you reality here that I genuinely don't know what my passion is. I don't know how to playing guitar. I cannot even say AI is my passion. I am only doing AI for past 3 years. It's not, according to me, it's not enough. It does not have enough drive for me. Uh, what I would call as passion for me, I'd say exploration and building. I'd like to continue exploring new things. Uh,
I mean,
for
exploration
1 week.
itself can be a passion. I mean, even with like Infotech, what I'm building, it's an entirely just an exploratory platform. So just wanting to explore and learn stuff itself can be a passion.
No, because then you have to be very specific in the terms of what you are exploring. So
I
then
don't think
that
so. You don't
specific
have to
type
be
of
specific.
exploration,
No, you
again,
can just like
you are
information
telling me
about
that
it
you
because
don't.
No, I don't think
Arey,
that
see,
you
you
have
don't.
to be constrained by that. That's what do you think about this, Ace? Uh, do you want to hop in on this? It feels like you have a burning question.
No, I don't have any questions.
But do you have any thoughts on it? Yeah.
About passion, uh,
Yeah. Yeah,
what do
but
you think passion is? I want to ask you, what is passion?
no, I am the host here. I
So
am
what?
asking you the
So
questions.
what? So what?
It's a
Give
first of
give
all,
us
it's a podcast, not an
give us some
interview.
content. Okay, we are here for content.
Okay, okay, okay. So you're asking me what passion is. I feel passion is whatever makes you happy at that moment.
Okay,
And it
so that
changes, obviously, with time, with the person evolves, the world evolves, people evolve, your community evolves, and your passions evolve. But I feel like people obviously have multiple passions, and the one thing that if people try to do is align their job and their work with their passions, so that they find happiness in doing that. What about now? Now it's your turn to answer. What is passion to you, Ace?
I don't think I have tried to um, categorize or compartmentalize, put boundaries on happenings that I can call passion. But I feel like what you say is I may agree on it. Uh, yeah, but not completely. I think passion is also something you wanna um, work or you wanna do something which is not at all happy. It is not at all fun. It is it it hurts you and it kills you and you still are trying to do it. I think that's also part of it, not just
I mean,
happiness.
trust me, every single part of creating a podcast, recording it, editing it is stressful and painful, and yet I'd
Yeah,
still do it. So I
So,
feel
so,
yeah,
like to a point,
yeah.
I feel passion is pain.
No,
yeah,
no, no. I believe passion is, first of all, the reason people cannot put up a category on passion. Now, I'm not talking about myself. I'm just talking about the phenomena of passion itself. That people cannot put a category or a tag on passion for different people is because passion is not something that can be defined by you or me or even as a society in its own. Because first of all, how passion occurs is that, I love this, I'm good at this. Let me try and explore this.
Can I say
He,
something? I don't think I'm
yeah,
good at this needs to come into passion because I feel like you can be passionate about something you're horrible with. Like this podcast may be horrible. I
but
may be
you'll
horrible
you'll
at
drain
hosting
out
podcasts,
yourself.
but
You'll burn
yeah, you
out.
don't have to be
You'll
good
burn
to be
out.
passionate about something. That's all I want to
No, no,
say.
I'm saying if you are not good, you'll burn out.
Or you might
I
improve.
mean, maybe if
You'll
you don't
burn out
improve,
or
then also
improve.
you have to move towards being good at it as well. Basically, you have to
Yeah,
not just be you just cannot say that I'm not good at it, but I'm not willing to be good at it. So yes, you're right that you don't have to be good at it, but you have to be willing to be good at it. So everything
willing to
you either
improve.
have to, exactly, and not just improve, willing to explore, then improve, um, willing to be changed. Basically, passion is that this process will change me, and I will change with it.
yes. I think that's well put in few words. It's just willingness to change. That's all.
That's really interesting.
Processes which make a change. That's all.
So, Ace and Divyam, how did you two meet? How did you become these great friends that you are today?
Uh,
What was the
Stupid,
first yeah,
very
let's go
stupid
back to the
interaction,
first
very
few
stupid
months.
interaction. Yes, yes. It was a very stupid interaction. I heard that there was a person named Ace in our college, and the name sounded cool, so I always wanted to meet him. And then he was not in college. He got kicked out of college. Uh, so 1 year later, he meets me. He's coming inside college. I'm exiting college. Khoka gate. He meets me at the Khoka gate. He's entering college. I'm exiting college, and there is no electricity. For some reason there was no electricity in the campus that day, and he tells me that no camera is in the world that I told him कि ये बहुत ही बढ़िया we see fireflies and we see कि यहाँ पे बहुत ही बढ़िया फोटो आएगी और ये बोलता है कि नहीं फोटो नहीं आएगी and we clicked the photo. It was one of the like we clicked fireflies that them fireflies glowing in the night. We clicked them and it was a good photo and that's how we first met.
It's really
That's literally
interesting.
the whole story.
I said so because our campus had like very expensive cameras, and we were experimenting on it. And I soon figured out that you cannot record fireflies with such cameras. But it turned out 1+3 can.
Oh, hold on. That was literally Tenor. Have you heard of the company name Tenor?
Oh, it was 10 all. I thought it
Yes.
was 1+3.
वो इतना गंदा फोन था उसका कैमरा भी गंदा था कुछ नहीं था उस फोन में so but yeah basically my concept was that I have always been clicking fireflies and only thing I understood about clicking fireflies was that click them at the right time you have to press the button at the right time that's all and that worked out every time and that worked out that day as well but again for the reason I wanted to meet Ace was because he was named Ace no other reason
So, Ace, why are you named Ace?
Ah,
Uh,
maybe very
it's a
philosophical.
it's a good story. Uh, uh, I'm my father was a Hindu, my mother Muslim, um, and they married, and no one liked it. They had a whole rebellion kind of movement. All those movies that you see, they lived it.
Based on them.
And
Honor
yes,
killing.
no, not honor killing, but but, but yeah, like people are very violently mad at that point. Their reaction to naming me was to let's not name him anything Hindu or Muslim. Let's name him something else entirely. So it doesn't fit any categories, and that's how I was born. To not fit any categories.
It's really interesting, Ace. So, so now you guys have come back together and you're still in our college town, Guwahati. So how did that happen? How did Ace end back there and how did you guys end up living together?
Like I said, I was having this design studio. As part of it. It's still there. It still exists. Just I'm not part of it, and that's why I was here. And I was um, trying to nurture it. I had a hypothesis that if I create an environment with good people, very talented, or wanting to get talented, and give them lots of love and nurture them and give them space, there will be some sort of uh, something good will come up. So some sort of creation. It was just a studio that uh, wanted to do anything. Uh, not like anything, but but they uh, but we were trying to do what we wanted to do. But my hypothesis failed. Like things do, like human conceptions fail. My
So
hypothesis failed.
can you elaborate on that?
It failed because um, giving love and environment and space is not enough. There needs to be uh, there is another part to it. Another reason is also misalignment. That uh, whoever was the part of the studio may not align in what the intention of the studio was and what the space really meant to everyone. Not everyone had an idea exactly. So there was some misalignment and it failed. And that's all right.
At least it seems that you learned from your mistakes and you're still moving forward. You have your new venture now.
Yes,
Uh,
I moved right in front in other space. and now I'm doing something else.
So, where do you guys see yourself in the next 5 years or so?
बाप रे कैसा इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन पूछता है भाई.
Hi, hi. Why does this feel more like an interview? See, for next 5 years, I'd prefer not to be on any other podcast who's gonna ask me the same question ever again. What the fuck? I believe within next 5 years, there will be an AI which will be answering these questions for all the interviewees, and I will never have to answer this question ever again. Basically, the world is changing.
Also, so you won't have a job either.
Um, Funny part, I am making something that will eat my job in my company right now.
What is
So
that? Is it confidential or can you share a little bit over here?
it's confidential. Only thing is that it's good enough to automate development life cycles. That's all I can give you. Uh,
That's very
a very general piece. I cannot say it out. I don't know where this podcast will go on to. So I have I came as a guest. I don't want to I don't want to leave a criminal here.
we
So,
can,
but
give you the blur your face and yeah, and give you the coarse voice.
I think I have already talked a lot about it to like it's already too late to do that. But on a serious note, no matter if I continue with this company, I'll probably keep tinkering with AI because tinkering with AI is interesting. Uh, it's uh, it's like playing with a new human who doesn't understand the world at all, and now you're trying to make it understand the world a little bit, thoda thoda, and it still doesn't understand the world. Now you look at it and you're like, इसको तो हाथ पैर ही नहीं है. It doesn't have hands and legs. It cannot move in the world. That's why it does not know the world. It does not have eyes to see the world. So I have to figure out how to give AI an understanding of the world that is equivalent to humans. So this is what is interesting in these days. You don't need to be a data scientist to be a part of this exploration. Hello? That is what makes me tick, I think. That I can soon enough uh, have people who have never been a part of AI or data science or anything about AI, and I can talk to them and I can understand more about AI and I can get more understanding about AI by talking to them than talking to any data scientist. And this has been, uh,
I feel like AI has, I think AI has been this kind of leveling ground, because no kind of university degree or education or college degree can actually help because this is something that just started like a couple years ago. Especially LLMs and everything just started emerging so recently. So I feel like this
and
being said,
they are not just emerging, they are evolving with the speed that humans themselves cannot. Take
yeah,
GPT-5. Matlab, all of these things, they just release a new model every few months, and that new model beats every other model in the world. Every other company is doing this, and just how fast this evolution is gonna be. It's a
yeah,
very fast working competitive system. And now, what kind of people survive in the system? Who are even faster than the system? People
yeah.
who work faster than the system, who uses this tool to be faster than the system, and uh, and that's all. That's all I see how AI will help people. So even this, what you are using, what is this? Rive, right? Rive. So this Rive tool, this tool is built with ML models. It's built with multiple different types of ML models. Voice detection, my face alignment, a lot and lot of ML models. I don't know what you are using. I have not used it. But this is possible because the intelligence has shrinked. Intelligence has been compressed, and it's more compressing and becoming more intelligent, and is compressing, then becoming more intelligent and compressing. But with this, it will hit a limitation. The limitation it will hit that it will never translate to real world. That thing is intelligent, but not for the real world. It cannot control robots to walk like a human, talk like a. do your dishes. Uh, this is where any real world impact of AI lag is that it does not have hands and legs to move in the real world, uh, to do things in the real world.
So Ace, what is your take on AI and everything, just in general?
On AI and everything.
Yep, just the world we
Uh,
live in.
I I have this um, recent new eye, and that eye looks at um, the uh, evolution, biology, emergence aspect of things, and we have been looking at AI. We, as in where I work. Uh, we have been looking at AI and the local culture around, and what sort of people are there, and who are they, and uh, how do you connect, how do you make things better for them. I do take long pauses, by the way.
Yeah, I hear
uh,
that. Yeah. Just like really long, dramatic pauses, You stare it off into the distance, like I'm thinking.
I, I think there's just so much to talk about AI and everything. Um, that I don't think it's very collapsible into a single sentence or a attribute or what I feel about it. I feel it's cool, it's emerging, and people need to look that it's
Do you,
coming fast.
as a designer, do you think AI should do art,
I don't
create
think
art?
I'm a designer anymore.
That's
Also, what
I
is art?
interesting. The question still stands. Do you think AI should create art?
um I wrote on this. I do write a lot. I paint. I wrote on this. 2 3 years ago uh, when Dali really got better at creating images, and it was not just a pile of shit. Um, I wrote then a poem, and I converted it into image. And the poem was about how uh, the only humans that would be upset henceforth when AI becomes better and better, the only people who would be very angry and upset would be the people who were used as tools. The people who were used as tools, they will be very upset. And uh, uh, people who were not used as tools, or they somehow learn not to be used as tools, they have different sort of working. They are more human. Um, these guys would use AI. Like I use AI to do my art uh, because it supplements me. It's like a brush. It's like another brush. It's coming out of me. It's just a tool. It's nothing. It's nothing more. Yes, it can create lots of things that uh, uh, maybe it's coming from some copyrighted material. Maybe it's uh, it's supposing that I'm not doing any work. Um, but all I want to do is express. And if it's helping me reach to that expression, um, if it's helping someone else reach to my poems with a artwork that it created, with a painting that it made, then I'm perfectly fine with it. And I think that's what the emergence will look like. That uh, that
Because
people will start. Yeah,
I
Yeah,
agree,
that
I
people
agree.
will start using AI to make art, and it will become normalized. Like how we normalize DSLR usage and and then CGI usage. It'll become normalized.
but
And
my question is, does the
yeah,
emergence of AI art devalue art in general? Because especially digital artists who still doing using traditional digital medium, hours and hours create an amazing digital artwork,
No, yeah, right
and
now you
now
are
with AI
taking
you can
art
do more.
into economy. No, no, no. This
yes,
is the
yes, yes, yes.
problem of art as economy. I understand the economy is gonna be disrupted. and it has always been with new technology. The economy of any sort of art, any sort of, are we crying should AI write code? Are we crying should AI write letters? Arey bhai, like you cannot cry about a new tool trying to replace you because it will replace you. That's what I believe. Just get better with it.
Yeah, just do different things. The point of life is like we humans arrived here. We discovered all these things, all these happenings. It was not God-given eternal uh, treat to us. Here, take this filmmaking. Here, take this painting on digital. Just grow, just see new things. Right? I feel there should be. Uh, I know, it'll be very dangerous economically, and people. I think it'll be dangerous to everyone economically, except for a few people. But I don't think it's like a you know uh, mm, a large problem as such.
I agree.
A
People
large
find new things,
problem.
new yeah,
Number of
yeah, people
people
will
that are
find
being hired.
new ways of content. People will find new ways of creation. People will find new art. Do you think the kind of art you can make, a person in Stone Age was able to make it? They could not even imagine what you're doing right now, and now you're doing it. So it's just that.
Um,
The,
I feel like
hold on.
we
We
are
should
facing some
have.
technical difficulties, people. They
Yes.
apparently
Yes.
have not paid their electricity bill.
We live in village area. We got no power. We people
This
poor
is the
poor.
reality of India, and you should actually look into it.
We people poor poor. We got no power.
How is it
I
like
Uh,
think
living in Guwahati? It's been a while since I left Guwahati, so how is it like?
you basically you lived in IIT Guwahati, which was the peak of
yes,
capitalism and
you never
consumerism.
lived in
You
Guwahati.
never,
Living
there
in
was
Guwahati
not
is
a
different.
single, and you will never ever have to face long power cuts also. I faced 20 minutes of power cut in IIT Guwahati. And that too was like once in my lifetime. So, I, you don't remember Guwahati, but still, Guwahati is a good place. It has been, it is evolving. Blinkit works now here.
I made the website for. Have you been to the Vintage Boutique, the homestay? It was across the river from IIT, and I made a website, and because of that, I used to get free free unlimited stay, and I kid you
Oh,
not, I abused it.
Oh,
I
I
became
know that place. I have been there with you.
yeah, probably because I get free stays, so I used to bring everyone around, and it was really interesting to actually walk through those streets, and you see the street vendors, and then the open market, and
yes.
it's
Yes, that's the
different.
reality of India. And I feel like, um, all these uh, are kind of people, the people who we have associated with living life. They don't see that there is this huge chunk of population, humanity, uh, who are so underprivileged than what we have as basic necessity. And
I ask you, do you think people from Khoka, the shopkeepers, they know about ChatGPT?
They would probably never
Why?
even heard of it.
Why? Why not? The ChatGPT will literally be superpower in their hands because it's such a good tool. And yet, no one in the campus took a step towards them. See, nothing new thing in the market.
ChatGPT
We should
can
try.
talk in Hindi and it can talk in
Assamese,
Assamese, but they are not using it. I know there's a technical problem also because I've worked in it. We build products for it, rather prototypes, not products. And I know there are technical issues of why it's very difficult to do that. But um, it's just also, this tendency humans have to just leave the place which is dirty and forget and find a new place which is better and just keep doing this over and over and over. And when the whole of humanity does this, what happens is we create larger and larger dumpsters of humans and trash, larger and larger dumpsters. No one wants to clean anything. Everyone wants to just leave the garbage. They just want to leave it there and
Yeah,
find a
that
better
is
place.
the world that we live in, you know. I mean, just the fact that capitalism itself is just fueled by these nations that are providing a cheap labor and capital. That's the only reason we're still moving forward. And it's kind of weird. That's how the
Capitalism,
system works, unfortunately.
capitalism cannot run without this manufactured misery. That everywhere is this is manufactured misery. Basically, without this, it will become irrelevant. If they solve all the problem there are, because there's solution to all the problem there are in this world, but why solve it? Because as soon as you solve it, those problems are not
You know,
anymore problems.
Anand, there's
Because
this
the
guy.
solutions don't make the people money. As long as there's no profit to be
It's not
made, there is
about
no
money. It's not
solution.
even about money. AI will soon enough bring around an economy which will make paper money or any sort of money pointless. Because why I say so is because what will happen that AI will automate 100% of the jobs, but the people who needs to spend the money to buy the products that are being produced by AI will not have money to spend on anything. Not nothing. And then they will not buy AI. They'll buy necessities. They need food. They'll grow food. They'll buy necessities. And AI
Yeah.
will again die off.
No,
Then nothing.
then the money is not there. There's no economics. There's no buying and selling. So um,
Yeah.
you-
We're at precipice, right now before AI causes this entire change in our system, but we know
no,
it's
I don't
It
think it's
inevitable.
is.
like. I don't think. I have a very different view. I don't think it will be as destructive as everyone imagines it to be. I feel that people will emerge who will uh, who will distribute this. Yes, there will be fight, but the distribution will happen just like how every time the distribution happens and every single person in the human population gets benefited from it. You create electricity, the distribution is going to happen, and every single person almost is going to benefit from it, and the distribution will happen. Um, and in that, I think humans will find find new ways of living, new ways of working. I think that's what we are. No work labs. It's like a weird dream. It's not a euphoria. It's not a yeah. Utopia. Whatever it is, the word.
You say
It's
Ethiopians in utopia.
Ethiopians. um, uh, but it's some sort of a doing which is much more intelligent, happening, which is much more intelligent. I feel um, mm, the intelligence will be spread so much that um, every object will be part of that intelligence around us, uh, and within us also, because it affects our environment, affects us. Yeah, it directly builds us. So
So you
I see.
talking
I would be,
about spirituality and stuff. So, and seeing that your parents grew, I mean, basically came from two different religions. So where do you stand in terms of religion and spirituality?
uh, I don't stand anywhere. I like to say this
Are
to
you an
people
atheist
that
or agnostic or spiritual,
I'll tell you.
religious?
I'll tell you with an analogy. I don't think I can tell you with a word. Um, uh, Uh, I have since childhood. I've seen the internals of Hindu culture and Muslim culture, and I've been part of both. And uh, it's like traveling on a boat. It's like you were born in a boat. Now you have to travel in that boat. Every religion is that you just get born in this boat. Now you're traveling in this boat. Um, so I was born in this two boats, one leg here and one leg there. And sooner I realized that uh, this boat is going nowhere. I mean, it's going somewhere, but really it's not going anywhere. It's this infinite ocean, and it's not going anywhere. Every boat is just going somewhere, and the ultimate goal, sort of, if the boats have goals, if boats had goals, the ultimate goal of the boat is that you jump out of it and you dive inside what this unknown is. The boat was the known. You dive inside this unknown. So since childhood, I've been on this two boats. I realized very fast that I can just jump. Ultimately, within like in 60, 70, or many lifetimes, I don't know what spirituality or whatever religions, some sects of Hinduism, some of them.
S- So
Yeah, yeah.
your ideology, almost the way you describe it, almost seems like you're saying that people who are religious should jump off of the train of religious thought sooner rather
Yeah,
than later.
I'll tell you, their ultimate goal is also that. No, the ultimate goal of let's
The
say,
ultimate goal of a religion is for you to leave the religion. I don't think anyone in any
not just
religion will support you on that.
not leave the religion, but dive into this uncertainty, dive into this. I feel.
See, what you are saying is a cult. That goal of a cult won't ever be to leave
See,
a cult, and
you
then
will
you
not
can build
find
a
yourself.
religion around it.
It's all about finding yourself, right? You will not find yourself inside the boat. You will never find yourself inside the boat. You will only find others, and you will be only talking to others. Don't you realize you are the boat? Your head is the boat, and there are many people, and they are talking, and you just have to drop out of this boat. And when you drop out of this boat of certainty, I feel it's what every religion wants. Yeah,
Ace, I
Buddhism
think I
is
can fix
about
your
that.
analogy for you. I think I can fix your
Yeah,
analogy for you. So the
yeah.
boat wants you to be trapped, but every person who is in the boat eventually wants to like get out of the boat. The reason for being in the boat is to get out of the boat, if that makes
Yes,
any sense.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
but the boat
Actually,
itself wants to trap you in itself. If the boat is an
Boat
yes.
analogy
doesn't
for religion,
want to tra boat
no,
doesn't
if the
want to.
boat
I
is an
don't think
analogy
boat
for
wants to
religion,
trap.
it wants
Religion
you to
doesn't
stay
want you
with
to
what it
trap.
is.
No, no, no. I don't think if you ever read about any religion, eventually they ask you to drop off all the burdens in your life, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity. It would rather expect you to drop off burdens in life, even the burdens of family, even the
The
burdens
boat
of loved
wants you
ones.
to leave it,
Yes,
actually. The boat
that's
wants you
what
to
I
leave it.
said. What you are saying describes a cult which would not like you to leave out of it and die there. But if a religion is by default a guide towards being a better you, being a better human, being a better self, it is that no. That's how religion is being described.
That
That
is what in a religion was idealized as, what in religion should have been. But that is definitely not what we see
No,
in
there are no
religion
shoulds
today,
and
right?
should nots here. Manu, we live in this world where there are multiple times. Um, right now, someone is outside the boat and someone is inside the boat. There is no shoulds and shouldn't. It's all about who you are and what you are feeling right now.
this feeling doesn't travel that much. I agree. Of the way we are talking about. And it's obvious, no, people are trying to build a boat on the boat and then say that my boat is better boat than your boat. So let them do these stupid constructions for a while and eventually they'll realize their whole purpose is to go out the boat. But
Really, when you go out the boat, right? It's almost it's like uh, tapping outside of your limits. You know that you have certain limits, and your body just goes about it. But there are so many things you just don't know that exist, and your body can do, and your mind can do, but you do not know it. Why? Because no one has gone there, and no one has explored it. and no one has named it,
Eh, eh,
and no one has created a pathway that, oh, this is how you do it. Like, I'll tell you one of the things. Um, um,
looping from where we started only. Passion. It's literally that. This is same thing that in passion. And what happens in passion is essentially the same thing that uh, uh, get lost world. I'm gonna do this anyways. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you say this will not succeed. I don't care if this works or not. I don't care what God says. I don't care what my parents says. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna make it succeed. I'm gonna get good at this, and that's passion. And
Yeah,
and you can make it any. You can tag any word to it. Passion, motivation, creativity, any word you can tag into the same phenomena of letting the process change you, letting the process change you, uh, because that's what is happening. Because people hold on to religion's rigidness so much that it makes them rigid. Again, पूरा purpose lose हो जाता है.
You know,
Religions
the point since you told this is like a mental health podcast or something, I feel the way to solve mental, like I've experienced certain issues in that realm, and I feel the way to do it, go about it, is not to become normal as normal humans. It's to become extra normal. Um, uh, by that, what I mean, but normal humans, they will, uh, they have a certain way of doing things. There's a certain rhythm that is going about, and everyone supports you if you're doing that. So that's what normalcy is. But the
this
way
is
out
a
of mental
very
health, the way out of mental health is to just uh, get outside that and try to get even healthier than healthy people. Because what health is really when you are at home and uh, uh,
मैं
you, uh,
I'll tell you one of the recent researches that we were doing was of how what was ecology of responsibility. Now, what I was trying to understand, how does responsibility works biologically? Because I realized that responsibility again is not individual. What I saw is that responsibility dances with love. Or let me also reframe it with a few more parallels into this. Love, responsibility, motivation, discipline, creativity, consistency. These things dances with each other. What happens is that often love and responsibility are moving with each other. What does love and responsibility mean? You love something. You love a plant, you love a process, you love a feeling, you love a doing that you are doing, creating art, doing you love a doing, you love a person. Any of these things that you love are also accompanied with responsibilities for them to be nurtured. Uh, a plant needs water, a plant needs sunlight, and because you love this plant, a plant doesn't love itself. You love this plant, so you have to provide to that plant the water it needs, the sunlight it needs, the food it needs. You have to provide to that plant, and it becomes a inherent responsibility. Now, the mechanism is what? Mechanism is that there is a need in the environment. Environment has a need. That need can be anything. The plant needs water. The plant needs sunlight. So, in your environment, there is a need and that need is presented into the environment sabko. So if you bring a plant and you have a family and there are 10 people in the family, then 10 people will look at that plant, and if you don't water plant, somebody else will take the responsibility of taking care of that plant. Okay, so responsibility presents you and everyone in the environment with a need. Now, depending on your sensitivity to the need.
my camera just died. Hold on, guys.
okay.
And I cannot change this weirdly. What the hell? How did both of our cameras die at the
Same
same
time,
time? That
exact same
has
time,
honestly,
exact same time.
that has honestly go
But
have to be really. Yeah. Anyway, I feel like we were winding up to a close anyways. So could you call Divyam for the, final thoughts? So Ace, Divyam, we like to end with one question. That is basically in this ever-changing world, what are your ways, tips and tricks, and the ways that you found to keep yourself going and take care of your mental health while surviving this world that we live in?
वो पूछ रहा है कि what is your way?
You can answer first and then tell him. And then I'll ask you the question again if you want.
I think uh, landed in a very beautiful happening for a long time. It's very fluid, and it happened because I, I feel I feel like you should lose as a person. If I'm talking to anyone through this podcast, I feel like you should lose. Go and lose and lose again and lose again, and it will make things better. That's true. And your mental health things will just sound very uh, already solved, and you'll have a great time. Better than normal time. Just lose.
Yeah, that's great. Could you yeah, so that I could. So Divya, same question again for you. What are your tips and tricks and the ways that you use that you found so that keeps you going and takes care of your mental health in this changing world that we live in?
Few months ago,
Yes, you gave him the wrong earphone, I think.
Few months ago, I would have said to what excites you the most every moment of your life. Just run after excitement. But now that seems like a very reckless uh, advice. I would say um, do what you love. Take your time with things. It will make a lot of things better. Obviously, again, his idea of losing, I don't know. But if you are even trying to win, take time with it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you will never enjoy anything and keep enjoying.
Yeah, I think that's some really nice words to close on. Again, guys, thank you for coming on, and I will add the links to your profiles and to Ace's Nowork Labs if you want to check him out. And we hopefully will have you around at some other point.
sure.
Sure.
Nice seeing.
Sure.
Bye
All
bye.
right. Thank you for listening to Bind on the Rocks podcast, your daily mental health podcast.